I've seen my fair share of startup stories, tales of innovation and disruption, but nothing quite compares to the roller coaster ride of WeWork. It was a story of meteoric rise fueled by charisma, ambition, and a vision that captivated the world. But beneath the surface of ping-pong tables and kombucha on tap, a more complex narrative was unfolding, one that would ultimately lead to a spectacular fall from grace. WeWork promised to revolutionize how we work, to create a global community of entrepreneurs and innovators. And for a while it seemed like they were succeeding beyond anyone's wildest dreams. The energy surrounding the company was infectious, a feeling that you were part of something truly special, something that was changing the world. It all started in 2010 when Adam Neumann and Miguel McKelvey, two entrepreneurs with a shared vision, founded WeWork. Their initial concept was simple: provide flexible and affordable office space to freelancers and small businesses. But their vision was far grander than just renting out desks. They wanted to redefine the workplace for a new generation, to create a space where people could connect, collaborate, and feel a sense of belonging. They weren't just selling office space, they were selling a lifestyle, a culture, a community. This focus on community and experience is what set WeWork apart from traditional office spaces and fueled its rapid growth. WeWork wasn't just about renting out desks, it was selling a lifestyle, a community, a way of working that promised to make you part of something bigger. It tapped into a growing desire for connection and purpose in the modern workplace. The company cultivated a strong brand identity, emphasizing collaboration, creativity, and a sense of belonging. This resonated particularly with millennials and Gen Z, who were increasingly seeking more than just a paycheck from their jobs. WeWork offered them a chance to be part of a vibrant community, to network with like-minded individuals, and to feel like they were contributing to something meaningful. By 2014, they had locations in major cities across the US and were expanding internationally, planting their flag in key markets around the world. The WeWork magic wasn't just about the spaces themselves, although the sleek design and modern amenities certainly played a role. In 2017, SoftBank made a significant investment, pouring $4.4 billion into WeWork. By 2019, WeWork's valuation had reached an eye-watering $47 billion. To truly understand WeWork's meteoric rise, one must carefully examine its unique and unconventional corporate culture. It wasn't just a workplace, it was a lifestyle. The big question remained: was WeWork really a tech company, or was it simply a real estate company cleverly disguised? They insisted their innovative use of data made them a tech firm. In August 2019, WeWork, once the darling of the startup world, finally filed for its highly anticipated initial public offering. The world watched with bated breath, eager to see if the company could justify its sky-high valuation. But as investors and analysts alike began to meticulously dig into the S-1 filing, the document that would lay bare WeWork's financial health and business practices, alarm bells started ringing, growing louder with each passing page. The initial excitement quickly turned to apprehension as red flags began to emerge from the depths of the filing. This wasn't the story of a revolutionary tech company, it was a narrative riddled with complexities and potential pitfalls. The filing revealed a series of questionable practices that raised serious concerns about corporate governance and financial stability. Among the most glaring issues was the revelation that Adam Neumann, the charismatic but controversial CEO, was leasing properties he owned to WeWork, creating a clear conflict of interest. These transactions, while not necessarily illegal, cast a shadow of doubt on Neumann's commitment to prioritizing the company's best interests over his own personal gain. Further complicating matters was the complex voting structure that Neumann had established, granting him supervoting shares that allowed him to maintain absolute control over the company even with a minority stake. This concentration of power in the hands of a single individual made investors uneasy, as it limited their ability to influence the company's direction and hold management accountable. As the IPO filing continued to be scrutinized, reports of erratic behavior and potential conflicts of interest surrounding Adam Neumann began to surface, further eroding investor confidence. Stories of lavish spending, unconventional management style, and a seemingly detached approach to financial discipline painted a picture of a leader who was perhaps not well suited to guide a publicly traded company. The pressure mounted, and in September 2019, just weeks after the IPO filing, Adam Neumann resigned as CEO, a stunning turn of events that sent shockwaves through the business world. While he stepped down from his leadership role, Neumann reportedly negotiated a controversial exit package that included a significant cash payout, further fueling the outrage and disbelief surrounding the WeWork saga. The departure of Adam Neumann marked the beginning of a dramatic and painful restructuring for WeWork. The company's valuation, once a staggering $47 billion, plummeted to less than $8 billion in a matter of weeks, a stark reminder of the fragility of inflated valuations and the importance of sound financial fundamentals. As WeWork scrambled to salvage its future, it was forced to make drastic cuts, including laying off thousands of employees in a series of mass layoffs. The once vibrant offices, symbols of WeWork's ambitious vision, began to empty out, reflecting the harsh reality of a company struggling to survive. The dream of a revolutionary workspace provider had quickly turned into a cautionary tale of unchecked ambition and unsustainable growth. The COVID-19 pandemic dramatically reshaped the world, and one of its most visible impacts was the reduction in demand for office space. As companies embraced remote work and hybrid models, the need for expansive, traditional offices diminished. This shift had profound consequences for the commercial real estate market, and WeWork, once a symbol of innovative workspace solutions, found itself facing unprecedented challenges. In November 2023, WeWork officially filed for bankruptcy, a stunning turn of events for a company that had once been valued at nearly $50 billion. The bankruptcy filing sent shockwaves through the business world, raising questions about the future of co-working and the viability of high-growth, high-spending business models. Despite its ultimate fall from grace, WeWork's influence on the co-working industry is undeniable and far-reaching. The company played a pivotal role in popularizing flexible workspaces, transforming the way businesses and individuals approached office environments. WeWork championed the concept of community-driven environments, fostering a sense of belonging and collaboration among its members. This emphasis on community was a key differentiator, attracting freelancers, startups, and even larger corporations seeking a more dynamic and engaging work atmosphere. WeWork demonstrated that the office could be more than just a place to work. It could be a hub for networking, innovation, and shared experiences. The legacy of WeWork lies in its contribution to the widespread adoption of flexible work models and the recognition of the importance of community in the modern workplace. The WeWork saga serves as a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the potential pitfalls of prioritizing unchecked growth over sustainable profitability. The company's rapid expansion, fueled by massive infusions of venture capital, came at the expense of financial discipline and a clear path to profitability. WeWork's story also highlights the inherent risks associated with unchecked founder control, where the vision and decisions of a single individual can have an outsized impact on the company's trajectory. The pursuit of rapid growth without a solid foundation of financial stability and sound governance ultimately proved to be WeWork's undoing. The lessons learned from WeWork's rise and fall are invaluable for entrepreneurs, investors, and anyone involved in the world of business. The WeWork story, though concluded in bankruptcy, will continue to shape how we evaluate the next generation of companies and their business models. It serves as a constant reminder that the fundamentals of business, such as profitability, sound financial management, and responsible governance, still matter, regardless of how innovative or disruptive a company may appear. The allure of rapid growth and visionary leadership should not overshadow the importance of building a sustainable and resilient business. As we look to the future, the lessons of WeWork will undoubtedly influence the way investors assess risk, entrepreneurs build their companies, and employees choose their workplaces. The story of WeWork is a complex and multifaceted one, but its enduring legacy will be a renewed focus on the core principles of sound business practice.